Hi folks, welcome back. This is Arlene once again. This is our new project. We're going to be doing an American Eagle, and I'm going to call it the American Eagle. The reason for that is most of this eagle is going to be under an American flag. Okay, it's something I came up with a few weeks ago, and was trying to figure out a way I could do this and you know, sketch a pattern out for you folks that would be simple to understand. But I came up with his head, you know, and part of his body will show, and the rest will be an American flag, and his tail sticking out in the back end. So I love eagles, and of course I love my country, so I thought this would be a perfect way of doing it, and you know, a little patriotic way before Memorial Day. I know that. We're not even through Easter yet, but I decided it might be something that you might want to do for the 4th of July or Memorial Day, or you know, any of our patriotic holidays. So anyhow, so for you folks in the U.S., this might be more of an interest to you than those of you in the other parts of the world, but I will show you how to do an eagle head, and that will be an interesting thing if you're into birds. So let's get started here. What I did was I put my center line down the center, as you can see right here. Okay, it's all the way up and around. So the first thing we're going to do is determine where our center line is, and do that all the way around. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is, this is a 2-inch stock of wood. Basswood is what I'm using. I will have a pattern available for $1.50, and I will also, just to let you know real quick, I do have a video now of the leprechaun and the Amish girl and the rabbit. So if you're interested in any one of those DVDs, I'm up to 21 now that I have on DVD, so you can go to my one blog and it will explain what I have available there. What we have here is we've got the head, we've got our center line all the way around and up in the front, and then what we're going to do is we're going to determine, this is just a, you know, just a rough draft of how wide the head's going to be. It's not going to be quite that wide, but we're going to go ahead and start cutting this portion off first. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take our knife, we're going to chop this out like so. Alright, this is really nice and soft wood, softer than I'm used to. I did spray it a little bit, but I think it's a soft piece anyway, which makes it nice. Okay, and that's the first thing we're going to do, is we're just going to take this portion of it out. Alright, until we hit those two lines that we have to predetermine how far we're going to go here. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of slant that up to that area. You know, we're not going to take a lot off to start, because I haven't made one of these before, so it'll be very interesting for me to see how this thing is going to pan out here. So your surprise is going to be my surprise with this. So somebody asked me if I do any editing on my videos. I do not. It is what it is when I make it. If I make a mistake, you'll see it, and if I do something really terrific, you'll see it. So, you know, I don't do anything but make the video and put it on YouTube, and that's about it. So we're doing the other side now. I don't know how long this project will take. Maybe 15 clips or so, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. I'm assuming about 15 to 16, because I'm going to do the feathering. And folks, if you don't have a wood burner, get one. Seriously, you will not be disappointed with a wood burner. Alright, I'm going to go to a different knife. I'm going to use something a little bit heavier to pull some of this off. Okay. See how a bigger knife can help you in areas like that? You can do a lot of things with one knife, but if you can get a couple of knives, a roughing knife, a larger knife like this one here. This is an Alan Goodman knife. Be sure to give him a call. You know, his knives are very, very good. As you can see, it's a very nice knife. And it's nice and sharp, and I've been very pleased with it. And and all. Okay, so let's do this side. Alright. Alright. So, that's as far as I want to go. I want to go a little further down here. Alright, see, it didn't take long to trim that down, okay? So the next thing I want to do is I want to determine the roundness from the bottom. Actually, I'm going to have this draped up and around, you know, and kind of looking from the top, we're going to take the corners off next. So, let's take this and we'll just start rounding this off a little bit. And you want to be careful because you're going against the grain. And I just want to make a word of caution for you new folks. I use this alcohol and water. You don't want to spray too much of it on the ends. It will crack on you. I did a little farmer. I'll show it to you folks later. And it did have a little tendency of checking it. It corrected itself, but you don't want to put too much of that stuff on. You can do it overnight if you want. It's fine. Just put it in a plastic bag, but don't overdo it with it. You know, I really do it for pieces that are really dry and all that. Okay, so that's what we're doing there. See how it's starting to shape up just a tad? Okay. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to just cut this out. So nice to have a piece that works so nicely. Really. There's a lot of work to do on him, so we're not anywhere near done here. When we get to the head, that's going to be a very interesting piece. If you haven't done any heads at all of birds, it's a unique, there's a format to it, but it can be challenging to do the bill and to get it just right. Alright, so this is what we have so far. And I'm just rounding this up to the center. And we'll redefine everything a little bit later. Okay. Now, I just want to make mention. This is where the actual, I'm doing this all the way around. And we're going to go from here, and it's going to be on the same thing over on this side. Alright, where it will meet. Okay, so we're going to trim this portion down. We'll do that on the next section. But this is where the flag starts, because the stars and stripes will be here somewhere, and then there'll be one fold here, and one at the very end before you see the actual white tail. So it will be, of course, red, white, and blue with the with the stars, of course, and then we'll have it brown and white and a white tail. So we'll be back.